Hi, my name is Haig Talali, and I'm a sales professional serving the healthcare industry. A lot of my job is working with other people. I need to understand their desires and challenges, and I need to be able to educate them about possible solutions in a way that they can understand. Prior to COVID-19, my customer interactions were almost entirely face-to-face. Sure, I had done video conferencing in the past, but I didn't like it one bit. I felt uncomfortable and I avoided any opportunity to be on camera. When COVID happened and it was apparent that video conferencing was here to stay, I decided to dig in and see if I could learn how to do it well. I'm going to share with you some of what I learned. We're going to talk about why to improve your game, a word about the different video conferencing platforms, the equipment you'll need, how to set it up, and how to improve your on-camera energy. So why improve your game? Sure, face-to-face interactions are preferred, but they're not always possible. Video conferencing is here to stay, so let's embrace it. Let's adapt. Some notable sources say that video conferencing is more engaging than audio conferencing. That's not very surprising. And in our roles, a lot of what we do is educating and influencing people. And this is so much easier when you can make an emotional connection with someone. And I believe, and I bet a lot of people would agree with me, that making an emotional connection with someone is so much easier when you can see the person and make eye contact. There are lots of video conferencing platforms out there. It's important that when you use a new platform, you test it, understand how it works, and learn where the pitfalls are. Also, plan for technical difficulties by having some kind of a backup, like a telephone for audio conferencing, or a mobile device as another way to video conference. And don't forget about apps like FaceTime as a way to connect with people who may not have a conventional webcam. Let's talk about the equipment you'll need. A good quality camera. Many laptops come outfitted with these, and later we'll talk about how to make the most of them. For under $200, I elected to go with the Logitech, which comes with software that allows one to adjust zoom, pan, color, contrast, and brightness for a really professional look. You'll also need some lights. It's important that whatever the camera is capturing is well lit. Be aware of shadows and glare in my glasses, for example. You can use any variety of household lighting to accomplish this, and in my case, I'm using desk lamps. One can also invest in a professional quality key light for more control over the lighting environment to control glare, brightness, and color temperature. Sound, microphone and speakers. Your laptop or PC probably have these already and they work just fine. The downside is that the microphone quality might not be very good and you may not want to be on what is essentially a speakerphone all the time. Some people elect to go with headsets. Headsets are great. Sound quality is good, microphone is good, and generally no batteries to charge. The only downside is that having something bulky on your head might detract from the experience of those watching you. I like to go with an in-ear solution, good sound, and a clean look. The downside is keeping them charged. What I do is I have one charging while the other one is in use, and that seems to be working for me. Let's talk about the setup of all this equipment. This is very important. The camera ought to be at eye level or just above, and if you're using a laptop, you can stack some books to accomplish this. Make sure that the video is framed around your head and shoulders, and that light sources are coming from the front and not the back. As far as background is concerned, be thoughtful and purposeful. Nothing controversial, but perhaps something personal is okay. Platforms like Zoom and Microsoft Teams have virtual backgrounds you can use for a professional, albeit impersonal look. On-camera energy. This is where you can really work to improve the emotional connection that you can make with people over video. Look right into the camera. Pretend you are making eye contact with your audience. Next, if you have notes, put them as high up on the screen, as close to the camera as possible, so that if you need to refer to them, it's not as apparent you're looking away. And the last thing, practice, practice, practice. Get comfortable and it will become second nature. Thank you for your time. I hope that I've helped you improve your game with video conferencing. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or would like to share some feedback. Additionally, I'm in the research phase of a potential follow-up program regarding video conferencing etiquette. I welcome any thoughts you might have on the subject. Take care.